Hi and welcome to Learning Machine. This video is on decision making, and I don't think that I need to explain to you about decision making because that is the very fundamental and practical exercise, mental exercise that we subject our brains every day. Starting from the moment we wake up every morning till the time we get back to bed, we make a lot of decisions every single day. Even the little decisions that we make starts define our personality and our current state of life. What we are today is total sum of all the decisions that we made so far. So it is very important to understand how decision making works, because if you want to improve in the future, you got to make good decisions in the present, which is exactly now. So let me just start with a very simple example to illustrate how decision making works. Let me take an example of a student who is sitting in class and making some plans to start studying from the next day morning, because the exams are coming and the student wishes to score well compared to the previous exam. The student reaches home and before going to bed sets an alarm to wake up early in the morning and continues with the sleep. But the next day, what happens exactly? Will the student wake up on time? Well, what will you be doing at that particular moment? Well, most of us will be snoozing the alarm and getting back with our sleep. Let's assume that the student also did the same thing and woke up later to regret the decision that the student made in the first place. So let me observe what is happening in this very simple example, because this simple example is something that every one of us could relate with. The fundamental property of decision making is your decisions or our decisions are always influenced by the space in which we make them. Let me rephrase it. Where you're going to make the decision is going to affect what you are going to decide. In the case of our student, the student makes two different decisions at two different places. One is in the classroom. In classroom, which is a place that is favorable for studying, the student decides to study. The space is favorable for studying because a teacher is teaching and there are books everywhere and the student listening to the class. So at that moment, the student make a decision that is favorable for studying. The second decision, which is decided in bed, or a space that is suitable for sleeping. So in that environment, it is very difficult to make a decision to study. I can go on giving a lot of examples that are very similar to what we just discussed now, starting from our choices that we make on what to eat, what to buy, and what to wear. Smart students understand this property of decisions being influenced by space, and they always choose common learning spaces like classrooms or libraries than their personal private rooms, because the more comfortable your space is, more dangerous the space becomes. Now let's come to the solution. How are we going to disrupt this space influence on our decisions? The answer is very simple, but it is extremely difficult. Start making hard decisions. Well, what does it mean? If you are planning to get up from your bed now or later, just get up from your bed. That is the hard decision. By just doing what is hard, you start breaking the influence of space on your decision. If you can't control your decisions, you almost become like iron filings placed in the magnetic space, because what they do is they just react to that space. So stop reacting to the space in which you are in and start practicing hard decisions. I hope this video was useful for you, and if you find this video to be useful for your friends too, please do share with them and also share your comments or questions in the comment section. Thank you.